Thank you. Thank you, Doug. Do you ever spend more time focusing on your physical appearance that you don't like, or more than what you do like about your body? Do you often compare your physical appearance to that of others? Perhaps a public figure, a celebrity, a social media influencer? I know I do. Do you sometimes feel like your physical appearance is keeping you or preventing you from participating in activities, social events, like a family reunion, maybe your high school reunion, or to be specific, maybe a pool or a beach party? That beach party that they required you to wear a swimsuit and a swim trunk, but you just couldn't bring yourself to get out of bed and put that on and walk out that door. That's me. Do you ever feel like your physical appearance is stopping you from living out that purpose that God designed you to be? And as a result, you're not living out your full life. And lastly, let me ask you, has your physical appearance become such a significant contributor to how you see your self-worth or evaluate your self-worth? If you answered yes to any of these questions, or at least if any of these questions resonated with you, I'm here to tell you, you're not alone. We all got issues, okay? According to a study done by Ipsos in 2018, over almost 80% of American adults have confirmed that they do have some sort of dissatisfaction with their body image, women being that predominant group. As if that wasn't bad enough, when you take that down to our kids' level, girls to be in particular, over 50% of girls at the age of 13 have expressed some kind of dissatisfaction with their body. And that number grows significantly to almost 80% by the age of 17. If that isn't a problem, I don't know what is. I'm sure each of you knows some little girl in that age range, your niece, your daughter, your next door neighbor. This needs to be addressed. That's why mental health experts across the world agree that body image is a leading cause of social and mental health conditions such as anxiety, depression, eating disorders, low self-esteem, low self-confidence, and suicide, just to name a few. So what is body image? All of us have heard of it. What are some things that come to mind when you hear the word body image? You can feel free to throw out words. You can steal from my image. What are some things that come to your mind when you hear of body image? Anyone? Mirror. Nice. Instagram. Love it. Hearts. Yes. Body parts. Absolutely. Size. Yes, it is. It's all of that. You see, the definition of body image is it's the perception that a person has about their physical appearance and the thoughts and emotions that ensue as a result of that perception. You could have both a positive or a negative body image. It's also influenced by both internal and external factors. Internal being our feelings, our emotions, our thoughts. External being social media. In fact, all forms of media. Your family and your friends. My own story with body image started at a very young age. I want to introduce you guys to my grandma, Grandma Lucy. You see, Grandma Lucy and I were very close. My parents had my siblings, most of my siblings, here in America. I come from a family of 7 kids. 6 of them were born in America, and I was born in Nigeria. So when my parents relocated back to Nigeria in the late 70s, Grandma Lucy felt like she had pretty much missed out on being a grandma to her first set of grandkids. So my parents had me for Grandma Lucy. And Grandma Lucy loved me with every single ounce of her body, every muscle in her body. So much so that if you zoom in a little closer, you can see Grandma Lucy flexing every ounce in her tiny biceps to hold me up. Why? Because I was a whopping 11-pound baby. 11 pounds, yes. I was that child that that the doctor told my mom, if you have any more, you're not going to make it. And so my size became one of the things that defined me, the main thing that defined me. I got tired of being described by my body, how big I was. And growing up in Nigeria, if anybody knows any Nigerians, please raise your hand. You will know that Nigerians have no filters. We say things as they are, good or bad. And over the years, I started to resent the fact that I was constantly being defined by my body. I knew that there was so much more to me, but why my body was a constant topic of discussion was just not acceptable. So I tried all the different diets. I tried to lose weight, joined the gym, did everything every normal person does here in America, and it didn't work. Or I got tired. I would have success, but it wouldn't last. Until one day I realized, you know what, this is not going to change. Why should it change? I was designed this way. I was an 11-pound baby. Any chance of me ever being skinny went out the door the moment I came out. And so that's when I had that shift in my mindset. I decided I'm going to embrace who I am and embrace it to the fullest. So I decided I was going to approach it in 3 ways and embrace who God had designed me to be. The first being faith. I decided that every morning I'm going to wake up and intentionally do a mindset reset. For me, it was through faith. I wake up every morning, I open my Bible, and I find scripture. I'm a big believer also in self-affirmation, positive thinking. Next, I was intentional about finding family and friends, intentional about what I let them speak into my life. Some of the best compliments have come from family and friends. Some of the most hurtful have come from that same group. The thing about it, one of the reasons why Grandma Lucy and I were very close is because she had a specific name she used to call me, or should I say phrase. She used to say, Emeh, boo, Emeh. Emeh is my first name. In Igbo, which is my language, Emeh means beauty. And every time she saw me, she would always say, Emeh boo Emeh, which means Emeh is beautiful. But much of my life, I didn't feel worthy of that name. And it seemed like she knew it. So every time she saw me, that was always what she called me. Emeh boo Emeh. I also decided that I wanted to find a way to express myself. so that the world will know that I exist and I'm here for a purpose. And fashion gave me that permission to be authentically me. Can you tell? So I started designing my own clothes. I don't make them, but I design them. And fashion allows me to express how I feel and what I want, and how I feel when I walk into a room, and what I want to give to the world. One of the things that I used to love growing up was a movie called Hello, Dolly. I don't know if you guys know that movie by Barbara Streisand. Now, if you know it, it has a lot of musicals, a lot of singing and everything, but there was this one song that always resonated with me, and it was Put On Your Sunday Clothes. In Nigeria, Sunday clothes are the clothes that you wear on, to church, obviously. They were your best clothes. They were the nicest clothes. They were the clothes that you wear to make an impression. And so I wanted to invite you guys to stand up and let's sing this song. Now, I'll tell you, I don't have a Jennifer Hudson voice, but this song pretty much became part of the soundtrack for my life. And I believe when you read the words, or at least sing the words, you will understand. It says, put on your Sunday clothes when you feel down and out. Strut down the street and have your picture took. Dressed like a dream, your spirit seemed to turn about. That Sunday shine is a certain sign that you feel as fine as you look. Awesome! All right, I think we did Jennifer Hudson proud, right? So this became the soundtrack for my life. I knew that dressing up was one way to really step into that confidence that I needed to get out of the bed every day. Dressing up gave me the self-esteem to go to work every morning. And over time, that became my signature thing. So today I want to talk about the shifts that we can make to gain that more body positive mindset. It starts with the right mentality. Mindset reset is important. You know why? Because it forces us to let go of our past failures and visualize more positive outcomes. For me, it is scripture. For you, it could be inspirational words. It could be prayer. It could be meditation. But you have to start with the right mentality every day. Secondly, be intentional. As facilitators, as leaders, we have the unique opportunity of speaking truth to people's life. Not everybody has that opportunity. I'll tell you a story. In Nigeria, I went to a boarding school. In secondary school, it was standard in Nigeria to go to boarding school. So I went to an all-girls boarding school. And everything was controlled by a bell. We were controlled by a bell. A bell told us when to wake up, when to go to bed, when to eat, when to sleep. And so this one morning, I woke up late. I rushed, dressed up. The matrons were coming to lock the dormitory, so I ran out, and I went to class. And as soon as I got into class, one of my classmates, she looked at me, and she's like, "Emeh, what is wrong with you? Where are your earrings? Come on, go. You look so ugly without your earrings on." That one comment has taken me over 30 years to recover. In your role as a leader, facilitator, your comments, your feedback can either build or break somebody down. You have a unique opportunity to speak truth, to be authentic, and to have those words last for 30 plus years, good and bad. Be fair. No comparison. Don't look at social media and compare yourself. What we see on social media is a facade. We all know that. I know exactly how to angle a camera so I look 30 pounds lighter. And then you throw in some lighting and some other, apps and everything, and then you have the perfect picture. That's what we see on social media every day, right? What's the point? I believe it was Theodore Roosevelt that said that comparison is the thief of all joy. And then lastly, be authentically you. Find what it is that you want to use to express yourself. For me, it was fashion. For you, it could be fitness. I have some friends that until they go to the gym, they just don't feel like themselves. I cannot relate to that, but that's okay. To each their own. For others, it is giving back, finding a charity event and giving back, stepping out of yourself. Or it could be fun. What do you like to do for fun? Whatever it is that's going to give you that opportunity to build that self-confidence, self-esteem, so that you can give back to the world the best version of you. And then lastly, I want to leave you with one of my favorite verses by King David. It says, "For you formed my inward parts. You covered me in my mother's womb. I will praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are your works, and that my soul knows very well." You are enough. God did not make any mistake with any of us. You are not a mistake. And that your soul should know very well. Thank you.